What is up, my fellow budget travelers? Today I'm going to be telling you all about the free monorail that exists on the Las Vegas Strip. A lot of you have probably already heard about this monorail. It's the paid monorail that runs along the right-hand side of the Strip. It goes all the way from MGM all the way up to the Sahara. But did you know that there are free trams right on the other side of the Strip that don't cost anything? And this one actually connects where the other monorail drops off. It's going to take you from Excalibur all the way down to Mandalay Bay. And trust me when I say it doesn't look that far. It's probably about a half an hour walk, and the tram will get you there in about 5 minutes. Even though these are monorails, they're different from the other monorails, so they're going to be called trams. You can see here at Excalibur, it's really well marked. It's right there on the left-hand side, right in front of the castle. If you took the paid monorail to get down here, it'll drop you off right there at MGM. So you just walk across the bridge. You'll see the tram right here. For this tram, pay attention when you get on because you are going to have two options. The first option is going to take you express all the way down to Mandalay Bay, while the other one is going to stop at the Luxor first. This tram is open from 6 a.m. until midnight. But keep in mind different hours of the day, especially late night. It's probably going to go express all the way down to Mandalay Bay and then hit Luxor on the way back up to Excalibur. It will make multiple stops, but just keep that in mind that it might be different than you're used to, depending on what time of the day you're on the tram. All of the free trams are also automated, so they're going to open automatically, stop, start automatically. It's all a time thing. They come about every 10 minutes or so. They're going to let most people off on one side, and then the other side will open for you to get on. The doors will open, and it has a little bit of seating, but it's mostly just standing room, and they have some handles on the door as well as some poles in the middle of the tram. And there are a couple different tracks, so if you're taking the express, you're going to fly right past the Luxor, but on the way back, it's going to stop on that track on the opposite side. And if you take the wrong train, don't worry, you can always just stay on it, and it's going to head back the other direction anyway, so you're good to go. When the tram lets you out at Mandalay Bay, they do have a little tram station here. So you're just going to walk through the station and it's going to take you to the top of the escalator. And that's going to drop you off right in the casino. You're going to be right in front of House of Blues, just to give you a reference of where exactly it drops you off. Now, coming out of Mandalay Bay, you also have the two tram options. So remember, one of them is going to be express all the way up to Excalibur, and the other one is going to make stops at Excalibur as well as Luxor. So guys, just make sure you read and get on the right tram. There are plenty of signs and maps which are going to direct you which way to go. So just pay attention so you don't get stuck on the express train when you're trying to go to Luxor. When you get off at the Luxor, it has this amazing view of the Sphinx. And if you're here at night, it's really cool as well because there's a light that the Luxor has that goes right into the sky, which is really cool to see. And the Luxor's tram station is right outside its main doors. So as you come in the main doors, it's going to hit you with a full Luxor experience and it takes you right into the lobby. When you go back to the tram, there's only one station here, so just be careful because the train will be going both directions. So just make sure you're going the right direction when you get on the tram. If you take it back up to Excalibur, it's going to drop you off in a totally different spot than when you first got on the tram. It actually drops you back behind the castle. So it's going to take you down an escalator around the bend, and it's going to drop you in the back of Excalibur, which For the most people who are staying at Excalibur, this is the doorstep of your hotel room. So if you're staying here, cool. If you're not staying here, you're gonna have to walk through the casino to get back out onto the strip. So you're just gonna keep walking through Excalibur, go through the casino and hang a right, and the right will take you to the lobby and out through the front doors. Now let's move over to the other tram, which is going to take you from Park MGM all the way up to the Bellagio. I'm going to assume most of you will be coming from the Bellagio, so let's start up there and I'll show you how to get back to the tram. You're definitely going to be craving some air conditioning, having watched the water show right out front of the Bellagio. So what you're going to do is walk through the lobby here, go past the conservatory gardens, keep walking all the way to the back of Bellagio. Keep following this hallway. Past the Bellagio pool, you're going to go past the art exhibit, all kinds of stuff. You're going to the very back of Bellagio, basically. Go up the escalator and it's going to take you right to the tram. This tram runs from 8 a.m. until 2 a.m. And I'll be honest, this tram is an amazing thing at night because you're inside the casino for most of the time. Like, you have these little moments where you catch the tram and you're outside of the casino, but it's not like you're walking on the strip with all the homeless and, you know, the drunk people, stuff like that. So it's really safe to walk back at night and take this tram back to wherever you're staying. And these tram stops have some pretty cool views of the mountains and things, so make sure you take it all in because especially this time of the day, the mountains were so pretty. That's the Rio and the palms out there, just for reference. With this tram, it stops at the Bellagio, the Aria, and then it goes all the way down to Park MGM, which is right next to New York, New York. So where Excalibur dropped you off at New York, New York, you can walk through New York, New York, and you'll go into Park MGM, and that is where this tram drops you off. This tram is just like the other one where it has a few seats, but it's mostly some poles, standing room, and some things to hang on to so you don't fall. The thing with this tram that you need to pay attention to is there are two directions on this one tram. So it's either going to go towards Bellagio or away from Bellagio. So if you're getting on at Bellagio, you're only going one direction. If you get on at the Aria, keep in mind you're going either towards MGM or towards Bellagio. So this is the main thing with this tram that you need to pay attention to. When you get off at the Aria stop, it's going to drop you inside the shops at Crystal's. It's basically the mall that's right in front of the Aria. So this is what it looks like to get back on the tram. You're going to go up this escalator, and again, there's two directions, so just make sure you're going the right direction. It's well marked. Just read this and it'll tell you which way you need to go and where you are. And this sign here can be a bit confusing, but I'm about to explain it to you. Basically, the one tram stop drops you inside the mall. And then if you take it all the way to MGM, you have the option to enter the Aria from the back or MGM from the back. So it does go to the Aria two times, basically. One is in the front by the mall and the shops, which is closer to the Cosmopolitan, where the other one, it drops you in the back, which is closer to the Park MGM side of the Aria. So this is what it's going to look like when it drops you at the Park MGM side. You'll be able to see the Park MGM pool. It's right over here. And you can also see the sphere from here, which I thought was pretty fun. I wanted to point that out. But you're going to take the escalator all the way down. And you'll see here, even as you enter, it still says Aria and Park MGM, because if you go to the right-hand side, that's Park MGM, that is Aria. So I hope I cleared up any confusion there. But again, Park MGM is all indoors as well. So whether you're going to the Aria or Park MGM, you're going to be all indoors. It's really safe. I love these trams. I use them all the time when I'm in Vegas. And as you continue through this hallway, it's going to take you past the pools and take you right back to Park MGM through the casino. You walk through New York, New York, and you'll be at Excalibur. If you happen to be in Las Vegas for a big event, like for example here, I was in Caesars for the 4th of July. We watched the fireworks and everything. If you go on the tram, you'll be able to see the fireworks from all over the place. You'll be able to see it off the side there. So I just wanted to point that out. Keep your eye out because you never know what you're gonna see on your free tram ride. And guys, I'm talking Las Vegas all the time. If you want to see room review videos, travel tips, all kinds of stuff, check out this playlist here. And in the meantime, this is the video that YouTube thinks you're going to like the most. So make sure you check it out and I'll see you there.